Hello and welcome to Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and it's Monday, July 24th. Tesla has started to offer 84-month or 7-year loans on their electric cars in order to lower monthly payments amid the high interest rates. If you haven't been following the world of economics lately, policies have led to extremely high interest rates, which is affecting the borrowing capacity of most people, especially for larger purchases like houses and cars. For the loan, Tesla estimates that the annual percentage rate would be 6.39%. At $551 per month for a base Model 3, you would end up paying more than $46,000 by the end of the term on a $4,500 down payment. Now, options are a good thing, all things considered, but a word from the wise: if you need a 7-year loan to afford a car payment, maybe you can't afford the car in the first place. But then again, if you're switching to not paying gas, that factors in. A picture of a Tesla Cybertruck with a wrap that makes it look like a Ford F-150 has leaked from a Tesla shop. Now, it appears that Tesla is trolling, but more importantly, the picture raises questions about the Cybertruck's front trunk. Elon Musk famously said that pickup trucks like the F-150 are boring looking, since pickup designs haven't changed in many years. The automaker is likely going to test the release candidate on the roads that we see with this wrap, and it's going to make a lot of people talk, which is likely the goal. But the leaked picture is potentially more interesting because it gives us the best look under the hood of the Cybertruck. The front of the vehicle is loaded with electronics, including a radiator, and if this is a near production model, then it means that the trunk may not be so much of a trunk at all. If so, this would be a first for Tesla. Remember all those high interest rates? Well, get a load of this. There is a way, if you live in the right place, to get a brand new Tesla Model 3 for less than $14,000 by stacking a bunch of incentives and discounts. Now, to be fair, not many people are eligible for all these incentives, but here we go. Tesla already has discounts on new inventory vehicles, which varies by selection, and in one case, we were able to find a Model 3 with a rear-wheel drive for $37,120. Now, after a $500 off referral program, $7,500 from the Clean Vehicle Rebate Project, $4,000 from the Electrify Your Ride program from Central Coast Community Energy, $4,000 from the Monterey Bay Air Resources District, and the $7,500 federal tax credit winds up being around $14,000 big ones. Now, granted, you need to live in the right constellation of municipalities to qualify, but if you do, then you're quite lucky. You could easily cart this vehicle to a new state and make a quick buck. A Porsche electric sports car just set the record, or a record. The Porsche Taycan traveled from Thailand to Singapore, a 1,146-mile trip in under 30 hours, making it the fastest electric vehicle to do so. 3 journalists took on the non-stop driving challenge in Southeast Asia, taking a Porsche Taycan 4S Cross Turismo from the outskirts of Bangkok to Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. The Taycan model was fitted with a Performance Battery Plus pack with up to 512 kilometers or 318 miles of range, an 800-volt battery pack, and higher ground clearance. Now, this is great news for Porsche to get this award, and electric vehicles in general. However, after Taycan deliveries slipped 16% last year to 34,801, the trend continued into 2023, with deliveries falling 3% in the first quarter year over year, and then another 5% in the second quarter. So let's hope the Taycan can bring it back. Just over a year after announcing a joint venture together, Stellantis and Samsung SDI are doubling down with a second plant with even higher annual production capacity. Back in May of 22, Stellantis and Samsung announced a joint venture to establish a production facility in Kokomo, Indiana. The new facility, called for an investment of over $2.5 billion, could eventually increase to over $3 billion. An initial production capacity of 23 gigawatt hours per year was planned, but now they aim to increase that number to 33 gigawatt hours in the coming years. Toyota Motor is laying off workers in China as the company struggles to keep up with the world's biggest EV market. According to a new report from Reuters, Toyota's joint venture with China's Guangzhou Automotive Group, or GAC, laid off workers this weekend, offering compensation. Now, according to the China Association of Automobiles, the Japanese automaker's market share in the region has fallen from 20% last year to 14.9% in the first half of 23. Now, sales of the Chinese brands accounted for 53% of the Chinese market through the first half of the year, as the domestic EVs like BYD, NIO, Li Auto, and Xpeng continue to grab market share with their unique models in essentially every segment. With Toyota lagging behind in EVs for China, perhaps they are following the lead of Mitsubishi and just closing up shop altogether. But that might be a bit extreme. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Mazda has confirmed that the next generation MX5 Miata will come in 2026 and will be electrified. Now, though the automakers stop short of saying what level of electrification it will entail, whether hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or full electric, we're still kind of excited. The confirmation is light on details, though Mazda said it would work with Rome Semiconductor to develop electric motors and with Envision AESC for batteries. Mazda has been one of the slowest in the industry to adopt EV technology, and it's really too bad since the Miata is a great candidate for an electric car. The Miata was very popular in ye olde conversion days of the electric vehicle, with several companies offering complete kits to make a fully electric car from a gutted-out Miata. However, Mazda is being cagey here by using the word electrified. This is a bit of a weasel word in the automotive industry to make automakers' electric car efforts look more advanced than they really are. Plug-in hybrid EVs don't actually lower emissions as they claim they do, and we've seen that in multiple studies. And the extra weight of carrying two propulsion systems make the efficiency-minded engineer restless at night. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Cybertank Man says, "The Volvo EX30 sounds really exciting and should sell very well. I wonder if they will be able to keep up with the expected demand for it. Hope they can keep a healthy margin, else it's doomed to catch-22 scenario." Yeah, the EX30 is already generating some healthy buzz. On the other end of that, Chevrolet is stopping the Bolt programs, and a lot of it, or all of it, has to do with the margins. The Bolt was not based on the Ultium platform that is underpinning other GM products, so there is less economy of scale for General Motors to play with on that model. I think it's the right and logical choice for GM to stop making the Bolt, and I'm kind of surprised they did it for so long. I like the Bolt, almost bought one a few times, but I understand that they need to axe that current version. Now, for Volvo, let's hope that they have enough margin to keep that EX30 going for years into the future, and hopefully make a place for themselves in the electric age. I think that car is going to make a lot of people really excited for EVs. I really like the smaller vehicles myself, and hopefully that converts more people to not just electric cars, but more efficient, smaller cars. I like them a lot. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.